It's hell on earth as Hurricane Ian slams into Florida. 155 miles per hour winds, 18-foot waves, epic destruction.
At the fucking police. Oh my God!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Got another episode of Left Field. Now, I know what you possibly might be probably thinking about right now is, wasn't that intro for a hurricane? Yeah, it was. So, we're getting political with it. Or at least, I should say, the left is getting political with it. I ain't gonna lie, kind of pissed me off a little bit. Leave it up to the left to politicize a hurricane. And now they're going to try to throw climate change on top of it. Well, needless to say, I didn't have to do much digging to get what I needed to make this little debunk video for them. Now, that's not a full-out scientific debunk or nothing like that, but the way they're talking in this thing, it's like we flipped a switch like 6 months ago, and now climate change is making these hurricanes more and more intense and more frequent. I'm gonna roll the footage, and then we're gonna interject in between here and there. I'm gonna give my 2 cents, and then y'all can give y'all's 2 cents down there in the comments. Let's roll it.
Governor DeSantis says it's all hands on deck to prepare for what's coming, and that includes reaching across the aisle for help.
Isn't it socialism when the government helps you?
That's what they say, like Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid and things like that.
Got to come, and the police, and I mean socialism.
No, that's not socialism. That's called decency. Being a human being. Helping your neighbor. Besides, if it was socialism, there wouldn't be a state government. There would only be a federal government.
It's a bit ironic now that you might have Floridians having to actually pour over the borders and go north and get out of the state of Florida in the exact same crisis that we've been talking about on a trolling level in that state for a long time. And be careful about attacking people who have to move to save their own lives and safety, because you never know when it's your people that have to move, when it's your people who have to migrate, when it's your people who have to get on that road.
The nerve of some people, especially people at MSNBC, never ceases to amaze me. I can't believe she's going to throw illegal immigration on top of, she's going to throw climate change up later. But illegal immigration, I mean, really? It's not even close to the same, because if those people wanted to move away, they're still inside the same country. How is that anything remotely the same to illegal immigration? It's not. It's totally different. It's for different reasons. They didn't flee South America because of hurricanes. They fled because the government was corrupt. And if I got my stuff right, it was a socialist government. Wonder why they left a socialist government. Don't know. That was kind of stupid on your part, Miss Ma'am. Let's roll.
Decades ago, it used to be 1 or 2 a season would happen. Now with climate change and these extreme warm waters, it's almost, it's happening all the time.
Okay, this little chart I dug up is quite interesting, because if you start looking at it closer, and I'll give a little bit of time, I'll let it run so you can see it, you'll notice that there's been a few years where there was a lot of strong storms, but if you look at it overall, the hurricanes have been becoming less frequent and less intense, aside from a few exceptions. So I would really like to know where that guy got his information from, because this specific chart right here came from NOAA. Now, I'm not trying to say that climate change is not a thing that's happening, because I'm sure it is, but the way they're talking about it, it's like I said earlier, it's like we flipped a switch and all of a sudden now these hurricanes are just a lot more intense and a lot more frequent. Well, the data doesn't back that up very well. The data actually shows we're getting less hurricanes. But I mean, I'm just an idiot that's out in my shop recording a video. What the hell do I know? Right? Let's roll.
This storm, in a way, is kind of bad news for the people that are still trying to deny climate change as a factor.
Florida Republicans deny climate change as a monster storm barrels towards the coast.
This will be a first-time test for how you adapt to these new, stronger storms on a warmer planet as a result of climate change.
Really? A first-time test, huh? What the hell are these people doing, man? That statement was completely ridiculous, if you ask me. I live in South Louisiana. 2 years ago, we were hit by Hurricane Laura and then Hurricane Delta, which was the first time we had a Category 4 storm and a Category 3 storm hit the same spot within a month of each other. So you would figure I would be the one talking about, yeah, climate change, blah, 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 which is something that's never happened. But like I said, once again, the data doesn't really back that up. You can't just make up this stuff and blame it on climate change. And if you're going to make statements like that, do your homework. You can't just go out blah, blah, blurting crap out of your mouth and not know what you're talking. Oh, wait, no, I do know what I'm talking about. That's right, because I looked this data up on the internet.
The threat exacerbated, of course, by climate change.
Charleston, like Miami, gets water that comes up on a good sunny day. That's climate change because water levels are rising.
Our Earth is getting warmer, and there is just no doubt, I think, left that it is feeding these beasts.
My favorite MSNBC news anchor is back at it again. Feeding the beasts, right? It'll never cease to amaze me. But I'm not going to deny that, yeah, the science shows that once the planet gets warmer, the oceans will get warmer, which will intensify hurricanes. The only problem with that is the data hasn't shown it yet. Sorry, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I'm not denying climate change. I'm pretty sure we're doing it. We can see it. But it's quite distasteful to politicize a hurricane in such a way when you have these people in Central Florida were just devastated. A lot of people lost their homes. I don't know how many fatalities there were, but there was fatalities. And it's quite insensitive and, I must say, a dick move to politicize this. But leave it up to the left. The left loves politicizing stuff like this. I mean, every time there's one of those mass school shootings, they come out and, you know, try to take everybody's guns or, you know, say guns are evil and anybody that owns a gun is evil and is a possible mass shooter. It's just dumb. But you never hear them come out and try to ban vehicles when some idiot runs over a bunch of people for political reasons. You don't hear about it, you know. We don't stand up and start griping at Ford for making the truck that ran those people over. I mean, if you're gonna be on TV, at least try to make some sense, please. Come on, people. That's all I got for this one. Y'all, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I could use some more subscribers. Hit that like button, that helps a lot too. You know, every time you hit that like button, it shares my video with somebody else. So that's always a good thing, because I try to stay away from negative. So be positive. Peace.
And it climbs.